Now, we all know that children need the fun, the food, the frolics at Christmas time, but they also need your attention. Is there a possibility that parents are too glued to screens and too glued to their phones, and they're not giving the children the attention they need when they're off school, when they're on holiday? And indeed, are the children too glued to screens as well? Certainly, the Children's Commissioner for England has been raising an issue about this, Dame Rachel de Souza. I want to speak to Tara-Lea McElduff, who is a play expert and occupational therapist and founder of Pretzel Play. Tara-Lea, good morning.
Hi Frank, how are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for joining us on the programme. We sometimes take it for granted that if the child is glued to a screen, the child is happy. That's not necessarily the case.
No, and that has nearly become the norm over the last few years, and thankfully we're now starting to see a lot of traction about how this is not the way we want to have our kids in the home and how we don't want to parent, because the long-term effects of this is more serious than we were originally led to believe.
And when you say long-term effects, what does the research show?
The research is very new because iPhones and smartphones and tablets have only come out in the last decade. But what is shown is just a delay and a skewed development pattern. Children have lack of fine motor skills. They lack how to play, use imagination, creativity, don't know how to regulate, don't know how to go about the real world, and all the things we would have done traditionally as children and navigated is being lost because kids are spending so much time on screens for whatever reason, and parents are missing key parts of their personality and key moments that share joy and connection and present moment that our parents did with us naturally without the addiction from these tools that are so easy access now.
Do you know, most mornings when I'm on the train, or any morning that I'm on the train, you see the youngsters going to school, and each and every one of them seems to be glued to a phone. This morning, on the way down on the train, there were, some young girls who were going to some form of Christmas party within the school, and they were about 12 or 13, and they were very upbeat, and they're in their Christmas kit, and they were laughing and carrying on, and they weren't paying attention to the phone. They were interacting with each other, five or six of them, and even though they were very loud, you almost felt it was a breakthrough to see them being loud, almost boisterous. They were seeking attention. They were having fun the way that we would have years ago. On a bus, as opposed to sitting glued to something in their hand. That's to be encouraged, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, and that's what we all done as children and young people. And when you see that now, most older people smile because for a while there, everybody was just glued to the screen. And yes, it comes across as an easy way of life, but it's not normal and natural. We all wrecked and teared about bus stations and on buses as tweens and teens. So yes, even you noticing that, and in waiting rooms or if we're in restaurants, kids are allowed to be a wee bit loud. That is what children do, and parents can give themselves a bit of a break. We don't need to hand the phone, let them sit and colour in and chat and talk about the meal and talk to the staff, and don't feel that kids need to be quiet and sitting on devices just to do life. So that's lovely to hear, Frank. It's really, really lovely.
Yeah, and is it all right to be out riding bikes and climbing trees, or is that a thing of the past?
I am on a mission to make this the norm again, the racking and tearing of childhood, the feral kids. It has been completely absent, definitely post-COVID. However, we're going into the most gorgeous time of life where most parents and kids are at home, and the less to-dos on everybody. That period post-Christmas before New Year's is known as Twixmas, and it's the one time that kind of mimics that lockdown life where we have no real agenda and things to fill except be in our homes with our family. So what I'm asking parents to do, and I'm a parent myself, is to be intentional with your time. So if you think you're going to go into the scroll hole as a family and the days are going to pass, just think about it now before we're going into the Christmas, about how you could fill your days, even if you have children that love sport to get into the local races that are on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, Boxing Day, or to go to the soccer matches. Or if you're a dad and you have sons or daughters that love watching soccer, be intentional with your time. Get the popcorn, put the phone away and watch all the soccer matches on Boxing Day. But also get the board games in and say to your partner, if you've got family over, we're going to play board games tonight. We're going to lock it in. The kids know, and be really conscious of how we use our time so we can give them that present that they're really craving and that we've kind of forgot about ourselves.
Do you know, that is the best advice, Tara-Lea, thank you very much indeed. Tara-Lea McElduff, play expert, occupational therapist. Incredibly good advice. And